Hey YouTube, how's it going? Jake here with another fish update. So I just published a video of the 55 gallon and I figured why not show the mini tank with the babies. Now a little bit larger than most babies, but otherwise I made the mistake of getting two Convict Cichlids, the same species. And it's actually turned out to be a lot of fun. Keep seeing a lot of fry, but I started with this tank being the baby tank, and as you can see there is, I did have one of those moss balls. It broke up and actually got into the filter, so I removed it, put in my 50 gallon, but there's still some remnants in the filter pad, and then I think it started some algae growth here, but otherwise, I mean, this tank's always been crystal clear. We've got the, I think maybe that's the Amazon sword plant. I'm not sure what, or maybe a Nubius. I'll have to look at what plant this is exactly, but you know, it's been alive in here for a while, and it's also been uprooted, but living just fine. I mean, you can see these are cichlids, and they like to pick at the leaves there, but otherwise, I mean, I've never had a problem with that guy floating around. But I'll tell you how this started. So as you can see, here's a white pink Convict Cichlid. These guys, I would say, are maybe around 2-3 months old, but the dad's right there, mom's right there. So for the longest time I had these two fish along with some other fry from my first generation offspring. They wind up mating as Convict Cichlids do, and now I have a bunch of babies, too many in fact. So I actually talked to my local fish store to see if they would like some, which they said they'd love some. But you know, it's funny because if I take a step back, there's actually 3 generations of fish in here, and it started out with I bought 2 original Convict Cichlids. They bred. They had these 2 parents. These 2 parents had 1 offspring. And a result from that offspring was this guy right here, this larger white Convict Cichlid, along with some others. Now, unfortunately, at the time, I had a baby Polypterus dinosaur biker, which you can see in my other videos, and he winded up, you know, eating the entire, pretty much the entire litter, or I guess fry, and left me with only 3 total. So you can see the 3 would be this guy, and that guy, the 3 larger fry. But afterwards, the parents then rebred, had a new batch, and these are the result of that, these babies here. And it's really been a lot of fun because for the most part, I've got plenty of space because Convict Cichlids don't get too big. I'm sure I may have to do some water changes, but and don't get me wrong, I mean, this is a tank that I'm definitely gonna have to upgrade, give them some more space. But otherwise, I mean, you know, it's almost like I'm doing you know, Punnett squares in biology, because the fish that started all this was a pink female cichlid along with a striped male. So it gives a lot of flexibility as far as you know, seeing what percentages of the offspring are. Give me 1 second here. I'll feed them. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've always had Convict Cichlids, but I've never had enough to. Well, I've never had more than 1. So this whole overpopulation problem is a little bit of fun, also a little challenge, but plenty of tanks to disperse them in. But otherwise, yeah, this is the baby tank, which pretty soon I'll move the parents out into the larger one, but it's been going pretty well so far. I'll just keep it running as they feed here on the flakes. I actually got 2 filters. I've got the Whisper there, and then this one keeps it nice and clean. Unfortunately, that snail is no longer with us, but makes a good decoration. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching the channel. I post very infrequently, but when I do, it's usually with a fish update. But otherwise, have a great night or morning, depending on the time.